And as soon as it was announced, everyone had, of course, a lot of questions about Pope Leo's background here in Chicago. NBC5's Jen Shantz looked into his local ties and his impact before becoming Pope. Jen.
Well, for the first time in the church's 2,000-year history, Allison and Stephen, the Pope is not only from the United States, he's a Chicagoan. Today, we heard from proud Catholics, including people who knew Prevost before becoming Pope Leo XIV.
I think that shines a light on Chicago. I think it also shines a light on America.
Born Robert Prevost on September 14, 1955, in Chicago's Beverly neighborhood on the South Side, the new pontiff attended St. Mary of the Assumption School and later St. Augustine Seminary in Michigan before attending Villanova, where he studied math and philosophy. Chicago's Catholics today reacting to this historic news, the first Augustinian and the first Chicagoan to lead Rome.
I can't believe we got to be here in Chicago when they named the first American Pope. From Chicago.
As an Augustinian and the former prior general of the order, before Pope Leo XIV spent time as a missionary in Peru and started his career in Rome, he attended the Catholic Theological Union here in Chicago.
I didn't think the Cardinals would ever pick an American pope, for one, and then a pope that lived in the same house that I'm currently living in across the street is really surreal.
This photo from St. Rita High School here in Chicago congratulating their honorary alumnus, now Pope Leo XIV. Father Sergio Rivas, also from Chicago, stayed with the Augustinians in Rome several times and on occasion would run into then Cardinal Prevost at lunch.
What I could gather from my interactions with him, a very humble man, like his demeanor is kind of very simple.
Augustinians from around the Midwest today, specifically those here in Chicago, beaming with pride.
I know him to be a very good man, very down to earth, just very kind, and I was always interested in getting to know people. What an incredible gift for the city of Chicago, where he's from, and the country, you know. But now it's so important, I think, that we remember that he's for the whole world.
And that sentiment, something many feel the new pope has in common with his predecessor, really the desire to reach everyone, especially the world's most poor and vulnerable. Of course, we expect to learn very much about the new Pope Leo XIV in the coming days, specifically his ties here to Chicago.
Yeah. Now we know Pope Francis really raised everyone's awareness about the Jesuit order of the Catholic Church. We understand in your reporting that he is an Augustinian. What do we expect will happen with that order of the Catholic Church now that there's a pope who's an Augustinian for the first time?
As you mentioned, just like his predecessor made big waves for the Jesuits, Augustinians are very excited about this, and they take pillars of not only chastity but poverty, and they live communally, and living together and helping the poor is central to their tenets as well. Those that we heard from today believe that the new pope will spread a message of love and peace in his papacy, and it's something they're very excited about, specifically for that order.
I just keep thinking of his time here in Chicago, like all that development, all those relationships he made there with the man who's now the Pope.
And the White Sox.
And the White Sox.
And they've got to be excited.
Absolutely. His mom's
a Cubs fan.
So there.
That's right.
Lots to be excited
Both teams
about.
Family divided. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate it.